Thought we was live in both places. I wonder why the screen stayed dark. Hold on. Okay, we live on YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. I thought y'all was live. Okay, let me write this down. A game changer. Yo, listen, when I was going through that, I'm like, this has got to be the closest thing to this Bible my grandma was telling me about that they had. I was like, this is like the closest thing. The one that I was saying about my grandma said she grew up with, and she said within that Bible, she said not only was the Apocrypha in it, but there was also a book of white magic and a book of black magic in it. I'm like, yo, I don't know if this is the Bible grandma was talking about. Now, granted, I haven't seen those particular books, so I don't think it's the book, but it's probably just actually, I think it's a little bit smaller from what she described, but it's big enough, right? Mom, shalom, Amanda, shalom, shalom, Levine, hey girl, hey. Look, hold on, let me write this down. Let me stop it over here. Hold on, y'all. Chapter 27. I'm just like, I am not going to sleep for the next whole month when I got done with it. For what I was doing. Now, mind you, I didn't read every single page yet, but I was kind of going through different things. And as I read through the intro and everything, like, so see it right here? My husband, when I was finally getting myself in the bed early this morning, I set this up there because I had climbed in the bed with it. And you see what my highlighter at in here? Boy, I done highlighted up some stuff. I'm like, yo, wait, what? Wait a minute. My husband was like, he was like dead serious. He was like, you read all of that? I said, not quite, because I skipped just a couple pages following a footnote. I said, then I got stuck over there in the footnote. Listen, y'all, so I'm going to be showing y'all references. Please do not feel like y'all have to get every book reference that I share with y'all. Like, I'm a walking library reference. So I got to have like this whole library of books for my training and understanding, right? It is the Holy Megillah, right? You can Google Holy Megillah. But I'm not sure that you would get this particular one, because even if you go to Amazon, if you go to a couple different places, it'll tell you it's not available, currently unavailable, out of stock. You have to go directly to the source to get this, right? But it is what came yesterday. The Holy Megillah, right? And if you at all look at any kind of Jewish anything, you would Megillah wouldn't be a foreign term to you, right? Because I heard about it, before I doing my transition through the Hebrew roots and all that stuff. But they give you something a little bit different than what I find in here. It's like this is kept a secret, and I'm just like, wait, why? I'm okay. So what I was really struggling with is why I couldn't share it with y'all. I can only share so much. You got to get your own. I get the copyright infringement, sharing it without proper authority to and everything, but it tells you in here why they don't want it over the internet. I was like, I can understand that. I really can. And seeing something that happened within another group of people regarding this and some other things, I was like, okay, I can understand why. Not really necessary because of business thing and copyright infringement, but I think it carries a much it's a greater spiritual weight, so to speak, right? That's what I think. Now that I've kind of gone through it. Oh, great spirit, y'all, peace and blessings. Yes. So but within it, it has another book of Enoch, which I look, and I got it because I wanted to go through that. And the Genesis story, they have the Nazarene Genesis version of the story, right? So I think I absolutely know it's a level up from the Annunaki version of what we're reading, because remember how they talked about the creator of all, but it's like they still, yo, you got one, Amanda. Girl, Oh, look. Okay. And so, okay, so you got one. And I know my aunt, my uncle got one. I'm not sure who else up here has one. Look, so I'm a Nazarite, right? Now, in my study of Nazarite, um, a few months ago, I felt like I ran into like a not necessarily a brick wall, but I think with all the resources I had and what I've searched, I couldn't find any new information on the Nazarite law and deeper information on the vow that I took a few years back, right? So I was like, I just feel like it's more to this. It's like they giving me bits and pieces, but I can tell that there is more. Not that I'm not supposed to cut my hair or eat grapes or eat flesh or touch a dead body. I said, no, it's more than that. I'm like, but what is it? But now that I've had time to grow and wonder and research and live and look at results, they did. JB and Gay pointed out to you. They the bomb, ain't they? I love them so much. They heal, they lie. Auntie, great rising, joy, shalom, mishpo. Linda, hey girl, hey Dana. Yeah, it's called the Holy Megillah. Yo, I know my mom about to get one. She's like, girl, you ain't ordered two. That conversation completely slipped my mind when me and my mama was talking. It's just as big as this, or if not, oh, it's the same. Hold on, let me take this out. It's about as big as this OAHSPE that I have. Look, I brought them both down so I can show you. Okay, the OAHSPE is just a little bit thicker. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the Holy Megillah, right? Tanya Bunbury, Shalom, great rising. Shayla, great rising. Look, so that's how big that is. But I have another reference, which is it's like information. It's like, I ain't gonna say information overload. I feel like I am in Wonderland. Shayla, you got one too? Yo, okay, so we got enough people to talk about this. I'm not sure how much y'all have made it through this. Hold on, it's kind of heavy. I don't know if y'all heard about this one. Okay, look, so I got these two whole big reference books. I'm like, where was these things at when I was growing up? All of this should be like, you really can't condense it. Oh my gosh, we wouldn't even be able to lift it because of how heavy it would be with the information. But the OAHSPE, it's when I got this one a couple weeks ago because somebody mentioned something and it got my attention because as a Nazarite, before I even took the Nazarite vow, I had went plant-based, right? And so now that I'm doing like the meditation or learning what meditation is, because even the Bible, people get all freaked out about it. I'm like, do you like not read the Holy Bible? Like, if that's the only thing you got, that's the only thing you believe. Do you not even read in there about when Yah tells us to meditate on his words day and night that we may make our way successful before us? But it's like, yeah, okay. But as you grow, it's like you realize you miss things that you don't realize when you're younger and you're not really doing a lot of studying. Things begin to stick out, more questions, and that's just a good researcher, somebody that's doing their diligent study. You ask questions, right? That's the way you really grow, when you begin to ask questions. And a good teacher wouldn't normally just give you the answers if they know you're lacking stuff. They're going to ask you questions to get your attention so you can think about it. So you can begin asking, oh, yeah, that is a good question. Why haven't I seen that? That's what get the juices flowing. It gets the gears turning. You awareness has to set in that I am deficient in something, right? So a lot of different red lights or check engine signals will go off, let you know, hey, there's a problem. You should probably check into something, right? But a lot of times it's not just given, because a lot of the time a lot of us, right? I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of people don't value things that are free, which is why a lot of time, if you put a lot of free information out there, a lot of people, oh yeah, because they figure like they can come back to it when they want it or when they're ready for it. But you start charging something, or you make something private, right? Or you cut it off. Now it's like, wait a minute, hold on. What y'all talking about now? It used to be, everybody could join. Now it's private. What y'all doing? I gotta see. I don't know how you get in, how you get membership, right? It's what get the gears turning or whatever. You put something out there, download it for free. It must ain't be worth nothing, right? Or nothing, right? And some people they can see the value and the wisdom and like, yeah, I'm gonna snatch this up while it's free. But some people is like free, are you giving away to everybody? Like some people they despise free things, right? Especially sometimes until they get wise and able to spot nuggets or able to spot diamonds in the rough. People full of wisdom and full of knowledge or think themselves to be full of knowledge, they'll bypass free things. That is beneath me. If it's given out free, it must not be worth anything. Let the masses have that. Give me something that I got to pay $10,000 for. And I get the psychology on how humans think and react to things, right? Yo, I'm just like, yo, this is amazing. So okay, so I got off a little bit, but what I found was that there is a snippet in here, um, in the Holy Megillah that goes into the Nazarite, and I know it's a couple of people here that's taken a Nazarite vow. You've talked to me personally, and I thought there was something good, but see, I'm gonna have to sum it up because I'm gonna have to point out other reference because I can't read directly from it because of the what you call it. And I'm just not gonna I'm not willing to violate that because I kind of feel like it's gonna be a test for me because I like to share everything. That's what I really feel. I really feel like okay, I'm definitely not gonna violate this law right here, but I need to be able to. I mean, I can share it with you, give you the overall summation of what it is, but I think it adds something really good to those who've taken the Nazarite vow. And I haven't seen anybody else, although they kind of like alluding to stuff. It's almost like they haven't necessarily really caught on to it either. Like they're still searching for something. There's something that's missing, right? But it like gives you a deeper little blurb on what Nazarites are. And I even looked at the difference between like Nazarene and Nazarite. And the difference, well, it was like, okay, so there seems like it's a difference to me. Nazarene is just those people who were born in Nazareth, right? You're citizens of Nazareth. But a Nazarite is somebody totally different. You don't necessarily have to be born or come out of Nazareth. It's a vow you take, and it's like you change your life to it, right? um you're gonna order one. You're gonna need the there's they have a website, right? I give y'all the website, for those who are interested. I give y'all the website. Now you go to the website, some people gonna be like, yeah, there she go with her shenanigans again because of what they're talking about. But what I've been talking about, I'm just like, yo, I know I wasn't far off. I was like, okay, I see why y'all you was leading me to go check this out and check this out. Is because they exposed some of that stuff too. I'm like, yo, this is amazing. This is amazing. It's like, oh my gosh, I feel like I done found my tribe or something. Not saying I'm gonna join a little whatever, but I just need I need to extract the information. Right. The website, matter of fact, let me give y'all I'll give y'all the website. Hold on. I'm gonna write it down, y'all. Hold on. I want y'all to pay attention because I know y'all gonna click out of here. Hold on, no, I don't care. I really don't. Hold on. Let me write it down because I keep my notes too. And I got it saved. But you can't order offline. You literally have to mail in the order form. I tried to find every which way. I'm like, I am not doing a mail order for this. I was like, I know somebody got it. When I tell you, I searched about everything to get mine at this point where everything I searched, because I just come on, give it to me quick. I ain't got time to wait, right? It was a test of my patience. When my uncle said, he said, listen, he said, I'm gonna let you borrow mine. He said, when is your birthday? I was like, March the 30th. He was like, let me know in a couple weeks if you haven't acquired one yet. And look, he didn't say he was gonna give me a copy because he said he had two. And I'm thinking, yes, he's gonna give me a copy, but no, he didn't say that. And I knew he wasn't gonna say that because I kind of know my uncle just a little bit. I was like, yeah, he ain't gonna give me one. How they've been describing this to me, I'm gonna have to acquire it on my own. So he said, if you haven't acquired one in about 2 weeks, I'll let you borrow one of mine. I'm like, God darn it, I can't give up my search. I'm gonna have to get one. I was like, well, I've been reaching out to these people. I done sent a couple emails. I didn't with the phone number that they had up there. I was like, I done left a couple messages. Ain't nobody called me back. I'm like, Father, is this a resource you like not gonna let me get because ain't nobody calling me back? He was like, well, let me reach out to him personally. We have their cell phone number. I'm like, oh, so y'all in the in crowd. I'm like, yes, please. Let them know. Tell them look for Pamela Murphy. And the email is this. Just look. He'll see a couple emails, but they did. They actually called me back. I'm like, but I missed the phone call. But when I listened to the message, I was like, oh my God, they called me back. My uncle actually talked to him, right? So I was super excited, called him back and everything. And they said, yes, there is no other way to get this. You have to mail in the order form. I'm just like, that just burns my buttons. I was like, okay, I'm going to follow the rules. So I got the order form. I said, okay, I'll have it in the mail in the next couple days, right? And then what I did, I dragged my feet for a couple days. I'm like, oh, I hate writing out stuff, right? That's why it takes me so long sometimes, And even when I have my dreams and stuff, sometimes it takes me a couple days because I don't know. I've let technology spoil me a little bit. I'm like, let me just type it real quick. I type myself a note. Even my dream journal and stuff, I've taken it all digital. But sometimes, because writing, you have to sit down and you have to take the time and you got to focus a little bit. Right. And I'm just like, let me do everything digital. I don't know. But I think even actually just getting it was like a test of my patience. I'm like, okay. But I am so glad I decided, because it kept coming, girl, go on and order that. Go on and order. I was like, and then I came across somebody and actually got electronic version of it. I was like, I ain't ordering that book. I'm going to use this electronic version. But the electronic version that I got, somebody copied. First of all, let me just say, it was illegal what they did. But as I was going through it and hopping through it, it got all their highlights and stuff. I was like, I don't want this. Got their side notes. I was like, I don't want them feeding me anything from this. I need to be able to look at this on my own without anybody else's input on certain things, right? I was like, oh, girl, order this darn book. So a week later, almost a week and a half later, after they let me know you have to mail in a form. There's no other way you're going to get this. I'm like, okay. So I mailed it in, and then it took I want to say it took about 3 weeks for me to get it, right? And I had completely forgot that I ordered it. And so then when I came in the house last night from karate with the kids, this big box, well, not a big box, but y'all saw how big the book was. It was a little bit bigger than that because I went ahead and ordered the two other books. It was like two other books in there. It had some very interesting stuff in it, right? But it was sitting right there, and I was like, "What is that?" It didn't click because I had completely forgotten about it. But then when I looked at the city and state was, I was like, "Wait, oh my gosh, is it my Megillah?" Open it up. I'm like, "Yes, it's here." And from the time I opened it, y'all, I kid y'all not. From the time I opened it, I'm like, "Yo, where has this book been at?" I'm like, sign me up, enroll me, make me an initiate. And it was like, you know how you see Doctor Strange, and when he figured out that this was real, he was like, help me, right? And so he didn't say help me. He was begging them to teach them about what they knew, right? So I'm just like, yo, this is and I was literally up for hours. For hours. I had to make myself go to sleep. Okay, you said write to Dave and ask for permission, have a conversation with him about what you're doing in the school. I definitely am. I am. I really am. I feel like he gonna. I mean, not do that. I ain't gonna do that to myself. I'm like, I just kind of already feel like he gonna tell me no. But I don't know. I'm gonna have the conversation. I ain't gonna speak to him myself because that's like they really need to hear this. Like they really need to hear it, right? Okay, so but it gives this, I'm gonna just kind of give a quick overview. It gives like this Genesis story, right? A lot of missing, it gives you the Nazarene Genesis story, right? And it's a little bit more added. And I just flipped through the book of Enoch. I was like, definitely got to come back to this because Enoch is my dude. I studied the book of Enoch. I got to go through this. But when I came across that portion about the Nazarite, I'm like, yo, this is amazing. And while I was waiting on this, when I forgot this one was coming, my OAHSPE came, right? This one came. Somebody, I got you. Hold on, I'm gonna give you the website. Chill out, y'all. Look. I'm trying to keep y'all from clicking out before
Michael Jackson concert.
Michael Jackson! Look, I be getting so excited about books. My husband, like, listen, for real though, a few years, this is not a few years, more than a few years, because I think we only had Elijah and Jeremiah. Joshua was probably a baby. Remember that day we was staying out in Hustings and we was cleaning out the house and them long storage tubs. And I had all my books and stuff. And he was like, man, get rid of this crap, all these books. And he tried throwing some of my books away. I was ready to fight him out there by that dumpster, trying to throw my book. He's, you don't even read these. I was like, I've read them. They're references. Don't throw my books away. You know, so like he didn't really understand. It was like I love my books more than I loved anything else. It's like it's priceless, right? But I realized, I'm like, let me go ahead and get some digital versions, so I can always have them at my disposal in my hand. But then it's like, oh, okay, this is convenient, but I need to lay my hands on it. I got to touch the pages because I got to highlight and put my markers. He looking at me like, really, you is doing too much. See, he don't understand my love for for books. I knew when I was younger, when I loved watching infomercials more than I loved to watch cartoons, that I was a different type of child. Like seriously, information has been my thing for as long as I can remember. When I found out about infomercials, it was the most amazing thing to me. Anything reference anything, I've been attracted to it all my life. I'm like, yes, okay, all right, y'all. So also, and it goes into a little bit about why I asked my husband. I said, "You want to hear what they say about me?" Man, you about to hurry up and get out of here. I was like, I ain't gonna do it to you. I ain't gonna do it to you. I was like, I ain't just gonna dump the information on you. I said, but when you ready, I said, you come ask me and I'm gonna show it to you. Right. And it's like, you was like that with the infomercials too, Joy. Yo, I'm telling you, it's like a whole different thing. Go ahead. It's like this whole different type of I don't know, you know how some people have different addictions for things. It's like information is my addiction, but you also got to be careful about that too, because information overload is a thing. Like, and like you get cranky and it's like you ready to snap out. It's like all this information you have to assimilate. So I've learned how. That's why I was like, I had to make myself close it and go to sleep because I was tired. I could feel myself tired, but it was like my spirit was like, keep on going, let's go. It's like I'm trying to consume everything, right? Oh yeah, Jeremiah is the same way. Look, Jeremiah is the same. Like, so we was homeschooling him, and I'm jumping from thing to thing. It was like, Ma, I found this business course, right, that I want to take, and he was doing that more than he was doing his schoolwork. But he learned more by enrolling himself into this online business course on how to market and sell and how to speak to people. He was doing that more than what he was doing his schoolwork in the curriculum that we have that he was using while he was still, going through his high school stuff while doing schoolwork. But I'm like, boy, do that afterwards. But it was like I felt this inclination just to calm down and pay attention to what was happening with him. He grew more from this business teacher teaching him principles, because if you got a really good business teacher, they're just not going to teach you the trades in and out of business. They're going to tell you how, first of all, to be a good business person, you have to be just a good person overall in general. Like your ethics have to be in order. Like your mindset has to be in order. Like all of these things that he learned from this particular business teacher, this business coach, on his own, initiated himself and was doing it. Like, I would have to get on board, put that down, get off the game, finish this schoolwork. No, he went through it like an 8-week course. This boy finished in 3 weeks and was coming down here talking to me. I'm like, what? Hold on, wait, hold on. I need to, what you said? What you said? Hold on. Let me call your daddy. Hey, babe. Okay, so don't think I'm crazy, but Jeremiah just said something. Like, girl, get off this phone. I was like, no, seriously. Listen. I got to get the name of the course. It's some guy. He's like in his early 30s or whatever. But I forget the course. I had to get it from her. Let me see. I make myself a note. I know y'all like, girl, listen. You waving a strawberry in front of us. Did you bring some strawberries? Give us this website. You keep on talking, but you ain't giving us nothing to go look at. Hold on. Business coach. But anyway, I realized there were his own life's training course or life path was light was coming to it on the path that he was going to take and who he really is and what he needs to develop. So that's one of the biggest things that I learned about homeschooling my children and having them here with me. I get to see different things develop in them and in their personalities and stuff, because it's like, okay, I don't want to make them do something that it's really not going to have anything to do with their life path. Granted, I know there's certain disciplines that you just need to go through, and because they'll teach you how to think, how to rationalize and things like that. But there are different talents and stuff that you begin to see little sparks of. And if you don't pay attention, you don't catch it early, you can't get them somewhere or begin to train that gift. And that's something I began to realize about all of my children. I'm like, yo, but if you're sending them, like, wait, and this is no slight against anybody that's sending their children to a public school or wherever. You do what you got to do. We just have the means to do it, right? So we took advantage of it. But it's a lot of things that I learned spiritually just by homeschooling my own children and actually watching them grow, how they think, how they interact with one another, how they interact with people, things they shy away from. Is this something that needs to be developed and they're just insecure about it? Or is this something that's really a gift that I need to help them develop, right? Because you have some parents is like, I'm gonna make you stay in this. And it's like you being too hard on them. But if you're in close proximity with your children and you're really paying attention to them and you realize that this is a natural gift that they have, and if you don't give them the opportunity or the resources to develop that gift, they could miss out on something that could be a blessing to their life and a blessing to the world, something that could be trained and caught early, right? And those are the things I began to realize, that is the wonders of homeschool. Yeah, Dana said that's the beauty of homeschooling. You don't have to stick with the script of the public school. Isaiah, you gonna have to wait. Hold on. What is this? Got me here punching this stuff in. Hold on. But hold on, I'm about to get out this website. Hold on. Trying to remember this password. I think this is what it is. Everybody else still asleep? Okay, there you go. I remembered it. But let me finish this comment of what I was saying about the meat. So before my Megillah got here, which kind of goes into why you shouldn't eat meat, I was like, yo, I just kind of learned that without even knowing what was in here or what was in the OAHSPE. And when I learned about the OAHSPE, I didn't learn about the OAHSPE till like a month or so ago, right? Because somebody who comes to the videos, they mention it. I guess because something I said, they say that's found in OAHSPE. I'm like, Ohio, what is OAHSPE? I ain't never heard of that. And so they made a mention of it. But when I went looking for it, what I found was like this little 80-page book. I'm like, is this what you were talking about? Shoot. And I'm not sure if it was a male or female because of the screen name. They said, oh no, it's a big, thick book, like one of the huge holy Bibles. I was like, okay. So I went looking again and I found what I thought was the correct one up there. And I asked them, they said, yep, that's it. And it was $30 on Amazon. The Holy Megillah was like $90. I think it was $90. I think. Don't quote me on that. But I got this and 2 other little small book manuals that was in there. So the total price of everything when I ordered the Megillah was like $225. I think it's about that. But I got that and those other 2 small books, right? And in it shares some stuff with you about meditation and how they used to meditate. Some of the things that they didn't include in the current print of the Holy Bible that we have now. That's and I was like, yo, you will hear some people talking about the gospel of the Essenes and stuff like that and how they live and the Bible that they had. I'm like, yo, this is amazing. Right? Because look, I was like, if I'd had some of this stuff that they had and how they teach about this, maybe I would have been a little bit softer on Jesus. You'll see what I mean when you get it, right? But the teaching is, it's not different. You can tell it's a fuller teaching of what we have, because you will see a lot of what we have already that's in the Holy Bible, but it just expands it a whole lot more. Hence the size of this joker. So I'm like, this is amazing. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Okay. And I said and finished what I was saying about the meat. In it, it tells you about why you shouldn't eat meat, which we just knew and found out by trial and error, right? Because and I like how the Megillah said, meat makes your body dense, right? And we know And I learned in more detail from Yaki about whatever you ingest becomes a part of you. It becomes information. He explains that and shares it with you in scientific terms, which I had already had my own understanding and research about it, but hearing him helped me see it from another light. And what happens to the body when you clog it with meat and you get it in your veins and stuff, and how your nature even begins to change. You begin to take on the nature of what you eat, right? And if you're eating wild animals, even domesticated animals, you kind of take on that nature, right? And by taking in sentient flesh within yourself, that's where like demon possessions can happen. Now, I heard one of my pastors say something years ago, before when I first started hearing about a plant-based diet. The first time I ever heard that we probably shouldn't be consuming meat, it was in the early 2000s at a church I used to go to. And this particular pastor, he would talk about it a lot, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. A couple people here, Pastor Campbell, he was really good about that. He was talking about how your body can begin to heal itself when you like go on a raw fruit diet, and not raw fruit diet. He's like, but he was saying green herbs and stuff, and he was telling us a couple different stories about a couple different people, and a woman who had cancer, and she said the Holy Spirit. Remember, still in church, they're using these terms. But I was like, now that I sit and think about things, the wisdom that I'm learning now that's really sinking in, it was being given to me many years ago. And she said the Holy Spirit told her to stop eating everything, stop eating meat, stop eating dairy. The only thing she needs to eat for like the next year is nothing but raw fruits and vegetables. And for like the first half of the time, she needed to eat more green stuff. And now I can understand that. And why? Because the herbs heal the body, right? Fruits help to restore it. Fruits assimilate in the body a whole different way than what processed sugars and stuff do. So if somebody tell you it'll spike your blood sugar, maybe just a little bit, maybe for like a day or so, depending on how much fruit you're eating, but it will mellow your body out, and it's not going to do the same thing that processed sugars will. Fruits will actually bypass your pancreas, right? So whereas if you're eating a bunch of sweet stuff and different starchy things, it has to filter through the pancreas because it wasn't designed to go into the human body. Not that type of stuff. That's why we have one. And because we eat so much of it, we overwork it and we kill it, and we start developing disease and stuff where it can no longer work its function, which is why one of the quickest ways, and I'm not giving you medical advice, you need to go seek your own medical practitioner. Those with diabetes get healed from an all fruit diet. It's almost like, what? I have diabetes, that's sweet. Your mind can't even fathom it because you live in a Western world somewhere that teaches you diabetes is called sweet urine, right? It's sweet. I can't eat anything sweet, but they don't teach you the difference between processed and natural things that the body was designed to consume, right? So got into that. But the OAHSPE also talks about how you should not consume meat and what it does to not just the body, but also the spirit, right? The animal nature. Demon possession can happen. You literally open that door to what we call demon possession or whatever. So all of those things, I'm like, yo, this is amazing. It's a really good resource. If you can afford it, if you want it, I'm gonna share both the links. Okay, let me give y'all this link for this right here. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. Where we at? Oh my gosh, we had 33 minutes. I just probably need to wait to share some of this stuff, my little stories, until after we're done with the reading, right? Okay, hold on. Let me do that. Hold on. Let's do that, y'all. Well, I said I was gonna get to it. Let me get to you now. I'll give you this one. Type in. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I might not be able to pull it up. Boy, turn that down. Hold on. Is this it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, hold on. It's the one right at the one right. Here's the link. It's the book right at the top. Right. Don't let the website throw y'all off. Okay. Let's see. My first time catching us. Hey, got some real good vibes. Bless y'all. Okay. Okay. So there's the website right there. Hold on. I think did you need to check? No, I can give them the website. Hold on. I'm gonna have to type it out here. Okay, cause hold on. Hold on. Facebook. You know what? Let's do this. So I don't have to type this out of here. This gonna pluck my nerves. Hold on. Let me put it here. And I think I can pull it up from my phone. Facebook, you can go out for a real quick second. If I can copy the site from my phone. Okay. All right, let me pull it for y'all, just in case y'all gotta go. Hold on. One quick second. You can go away for a second, but I'm gonna bring you back. Hold on. Okay, here you go. Okay, there you go. The OAHSPE, y'all, I'm going to share that one with you if you want to check that one out. I'll share that one with you after we done here today, just in case you want to check that reference out too. Like I said, this one was on Amazon. You can get, remember, it's the big book. It's $30 and it's over 1,000 pages. So if you no, I'm sorry. It's like 876 pages. So if you're not quite sure, just go to like where to give you the blurb about it and the page numbers. Make sure it say like 176 pages. And matter of fact, I'm gonna share the link so you're gonna know exactly that this is one. I'm gonna share you the link where I purchased mine from Amazon to make sure you got the right one. But I just gave y'all the link for the Megillah, so you can check that out when you get a chance. But yeah. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and y'all ain't even get y'all the date today. Oh, okay. There might have been a highlight for the day. I don't know, but oh yeah, because we doing this whole lexicon thing. And you know what? We might even not even get to my big toe today either because of this lexicon. And we already at like 37 minutes. So let's just go through the definitions of this today for tablet I. Y'all, it is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. March the 8th, 2022, day number 50 of year 4 of reading through the books of the law and the prophets. Another 4-year consecutive day count, day 1068. And we're going to read tablet I of the complete Annunaki Bible, which starts on page 138. Yeah, that's all we're going to read today. Maybe if that's all we read, maybe we'll just get through it. Okay. So this is called the Book of Inform, the Cipher Lexicon, and the reference 59 footnote says preliminary word list compiled in the early years of the Mardukite Chamberlains. More information on its use may be gleaned from Secrets of Sumerian Language by Joshua Free. Okay, so this is literally like an index. It has the word and then it gives the definition, right? And that's literally all this particular tablet is about, and it goes from A to Z. So we're just gonna kind of start. Okay, I got emails and stuff coming through. All right, y'all. So the first is A, like literally just the letter A, and it means on. It has ab, father, abalu, to bring away, carry, remove. Aban, Berkey is a thunderbolt. A baru, strength or to be strong. Aban, serpent. Abu tu, chain or fetter. Ab kalu, intermediate arbiter. Abnu is a stone, can be prefix for type. I burn, and some of them it doesn't even have like vowels. It has like the A's and U, but a lot of time it's just like this one right here, like ABRN, a burn, and that's nest, right? Okay, so you have Absin, which is the constellation to Inanna slash Ishtar. You have Abu, ABU, which is father. Abubu is deluge. Abul, city gate. Abu ris, insecurity. Abzu is the depths or abyss or south. Ad, AD is lame or cripple. Adad is god of wind or Ramanu. Adal Guru is incense burner or censer. Adakan is fever. Adapa is wisest of men. Adaru is to fear. Adapa Gupi, high priestess of Nana sin. Adurtu, grief. Aduru, trouble or distress. Admu, child. Aga, vessel, clay pot, or cauldron. Agagu, to be enraged. Agu, angry. Aguba, water. Ahamis, together. Ahazu, to hold or to grasp. Ahaza, robber, sprite, or daemon or demon. Ahu, brother, side. AI is AI? Not, never, and it has AI again. God or Elu. Aban, sitting, to sit. Abu, foe. Akalu, to eat, consume. Akaru, to be of value. Akkaru, vampire. Akati, on earth, life, festival. All, a digging tool, a city. Allah, devil or daemon. Aladu, to bear or to beget. Alak, to, path or way. Alaku, to go. Alal, destroyer. Alalu, to bundle. Allah, Azul, evil god or demon. They have daemon, but we know when it says daemon is what we know as demon. Altu, wife. Alu, city, daemon. Amatu, word, speech. Amilu, man. Amilutu, humankind. Aminim, why, and heaven. Anaku, I or self. Ana minim, why. Anihu, faint or tired. Ana, sky, heavens. Ani, mercy. Anu, sin. Anum, this. Anama, now or herewith. And Shar, father of the heavens. And Num, highest of the heavens. And Nu, God of heaven or Elu. Anuna, heavenly ones. Anunakai, gods or Annunaki. Annunaki just sounds cool to say, but Annunaki or Nunakai, still the same thing. Tomato, tomato, depending on how you like to pronounce it best. Okay. Anunakai, gods Elu, and Zu, knower of heaven, Apen, Mars, also Lamu, a Paritan headband, a Paritan headband, Apsu, god of sweet waters, Apil, son of or offspring of, Ap, two, dwelling place or habitation. Aradka, servant or worker. Araku, to lengthen or long. Araru, trembling, to tremble. Arasu, to meet, to march. Arba, a fortified city. Arkism, quickly. Ardatu, female or maiden. Arhu, cow, month. Arin, and it has like three N's. Arinn, cloud. Arkai, behind. Arku, green. Arman, smell, scent. Arn is sin, crime, punishment. Aru, to lead, rule, command, law, blossom. As is like as, spider, wish, curse. Asabu, to dwell or to inhabit. Asamen, vessel. Asamentim, tempest. Asaridu, prince, chief. Asar, epithet of Marduk, a Saru, to bless, to be favorable towards, a Sasu, to oppress, a Sharidu, eldest or heir, a Shar, place, Ashish, because of or concerning, Ashat, wife, Aspasti, marijuana, Asru, place, Asur, God, Ilu, Asura, chamber, specific, Atalu, eclipse, At, Atf, ATFT, Atf, I think, to see, Atmu, speech or word, Atrahasis, the exceedingly wise, Atru, abundant or fat, Ata, you, thou, a wat is word, a will, man, a zag, God, defeated by Ninurta, Ba, to share, pay, omen. Bau, to share, to come, to bring. Balu, the mighty greatness. Bel, oh no, maybe it's Belu, or it's like ball, or what we say ball or bell. Baalu, Belu, to be mighty or greatness. Bel two, lady. Ba'aru, to hunt. Babu, gate, door, ladder. Babalu, to bring supply. Bagarum, to claim legally. Beitu, dried. Is Beitu is Baiiitu, is dried. Not to be confused with Betu, Betu, like Bana Betu, right? Not to be confused with that Betu, Bantu word. Okay. Balatu, to live, life, living, prosperous. Balu, without. Ban, to brighten. Ba'an, to come. Bani, builder, maker, creator of. Bani, tu, brightness, mercy. Banu, to build, to create. Benutu, creature, creation, offspring. Bararu, to howl. Bara, to depart, begone, forceful. Baru, to see, perceive, perception. Besham, to be. Basu, to have, having, to be, being. Bel, Bel, God of the earth, traditionally. Enlil, also Bil, Bil. Bel is Bel, period, is Lord, overlord, also Belu. Bel Marduk, God of Babylon, also Assur. Turn it down some, Isaiah. Isaiah, turn it down some. Thank you. Belt, lady, mistress, also Belitu. Bina, pestilence. Baru, a measurement. 112. Bikitu, to weep or shedding tears. Belit, God, Ilu. And some of these have the in brackets this Ilu behind it. It might have it in here what Ilu is, but a few of these words has the definition of what the word is, and also in brackets Ilu. I haven't figured that out quite yet. I'm sure I will. Belu, Lord, to rule. Biltu, lady. Benu, shrub tree. Birit, uzni, understanding. Berku, ni. Beru, vision. Bertu, glance. Bish, not to be consumed with the slang bish today, right? Bish, Pish. Possession, property. Bitu, house. Banan, muscle. Buanu, muscle. Bukru, firstborn. Bulu, what? Bulletsum, to heal, give life to. Bulu, cattle. Barasu, cypress, pine wood, incense. Berzigalu, a vessel. Butuktu, flood. Buzer, solver of secrets, serpent. Chalakum, I probably said that wrong. Chalaquam, Chala, I don't know. Chala, I'ma just the CH, I'ma just do the pronunciation. Chala Qum, Chalacum, I don't know. To lose, I'm sorry, to be destroyed. Chat, staff, scepter. Chalukum, to destroy. Ch Chuluk, Chulq, lost object. Dababum, to speak. Dadmu, dwelling. Dadu, love. Dagon, God, Ilu. Dia, Anu, judge. Daku, to slay. Dalahu, to disturb, disorder, chaos. Dalalu, to bow down, humble. Dalhu, disturb, confused. Dalu, to move. Damaku, being favorable. Damamu, weeping, lament. Damkina, wife of Ea or wife of Ea, Inki. Damkina, and it's the same spelling, but it's broken up with periods this time. Damkina, lady to earth came. Dana nu, to be strong, mighty. Dana to distress. Danam, strong, powerful. Danu, to judge. The paru, to remove. Daris, forever. Darium, everlasting. Daru, eternal, also darum. Daru, strong. Das pu, mead. Dis pu, honey. Depa, honey. Dictu, slaughter, battle. Deal bad, a plant. Deal gone, Jupiter. Denanu, substitute. Dinger, God, mighty, spirit, power. Elu or El. Dinger, Zul, evil god or daemon. Denu, judge, judgment. Diparu, torch. Durga, dark chamber. Disu, abounding, numerous. Dub, pincers, tongues. Dulu, heel. Dumuzi, son who is alive. Dupu, tablet. Duranki, bond, heaven, earth. Duru, wall, fortress. Dus, dus, a stone. Dusupu, mead. E, house, abode, residence. Ea, God of the home in the deep, and they have in brackets. That's Ea is also Inky. Edelu, to shut. Eden, they have Eden, home of righteous ones. Eden Nazu, go waste in the desert. Igarim, thoughts. Isipin, owl. Ekal, palace, castle, keep. Ikemen, ghost, and it has like this brackets and it says ancestral with a question mark. Ekur, house, which is like a mountain. We know that the Ekur is what? The pyramids, right? Okay, the Ekur. Eli, on, upon. Elit, to go up. Elishu, on it. Elum, pure, holy. Elu, high, highest of above. Elum, to ascend, to rise up. M, meteorite. Imedu, to stand. En, master. Nenu, house, temple, shrine of 50. Inky do, Inky has created. Enshag, lofty lord, half earthling son of Marduk or Nabu. Isaiah. Turn back up, turn it back down a little bit, please. Or just go in the living room or something. Or go back upstairs. Enzu, god of moon, traditionally Nana Sin or Zu in. Epush, I made. Equal, EQL, field. Iribu, to enter. Iridu, house in the faraway built. Irin, cedar. Era, annihilator. And I'm sorry, annihilator, an epithet of Nergal. Eresh, farmer, tenant. Eret, curse or malevolent speech. Ert, set, planet, land, or earth. Isa, to set. Isa il a, house with lofty head, temple to Marduk and Babylon. Isenu, to stink, foul. Eta, dark, to be darkness. It to come, to pass. Et scent, bone. Itutu, gloom. Izen, festival. Izum, angry. Falahin, workers. Ga, a plant. Galalin, enslaved. Galata, to frighten. Gala, devil, demon, also Galu. Galta, terrible. Galutu, quaking. Gamalu, to complete, maintain. Gamru, perfect. Garna, censor. Gasru, to be strong, Mom, mighty. Yes. You're being rude. Tell him I said stop being rude. Gamru, perfect. Garna, censor. Gasru, to be strong or mighty. Gasu, plaster. Gilal, incubus. Gesnu, alabaster or abnu, gesnu. Gibil, god of fire. Gibila, torch. Gibsu, mass volume. Gib Gigab, liquid offering or libation. Gigim Zul, evil spirit. Giltan, water droplet. Gimil, favor. Gimilu, a present gift. Gimru, the whole totality. Giparu, field. Gura, fires of the sun star god. Gurn, Girrn, is hinge. Gish Bill, he who has fire, also Gibil. Gishpara, snare. Gisakana, door. Git Malu, perfect. Git Malam, I'm sorry. Git Malam, a prefect, a noble. Good Anna, bull of heaven. Goodin, bat. Gusuru, wooden beam, branch. Gu Utu, lamb of the sun, and it has Mercury with a question mark. Guzi, a vessel. Hadu, rejoice, joyful. Hatu, to sin. Halaku, to perish, destroy. What? I can't help you win the game. I can kind of help you walk through this. Hold on, you're supposed to be writing your name. Hold on, this. That's how that goes in there. Okay. You're going to have to X out of that. It's still buffering. Okay. Halaku, to perish or destroy. Halalu, to creep. Halapu, to be dressed in. Ham, to torch, fry. Hamslata, to burn, fry. Hara, ditch. Hararu, to dig, plow. Harasu, to split, dividing. Harba, desolate. Harbast, harbast. Rain, harbasu, storm, fury. Har, a plant. Haru, a wood. Hasbin, pot. Hasbu, pot. Hilu, to tremble, shake. Himitu, butter. Hinzen, mucus. Okay, I'm checking. All right. Hipu, to wash. Himitu, butter. Hitu, lentil, sin. Hulupu, a tree, and it has willow with a question mark. I know this is almost like reading through numbers and chronicles and stuff. Just hanging there, y'all. Hitu, lentil, sin. Hulupu, a tree, willow. Hapa, bent. Hurasu, gold. Hersu, mountain, hill. Husu, ceremonial robe. Ia, and Ia with the period between the I and the A. God, Ilu, also Inky. Iagasu, to tear into pieces. Iahahu, to waste. Iharata, vessel. Ilapu, break out, disperse. Ilasu, triple. Ilaten, to slit. Iapasu, to touch. Iar batum, to roam. Id, arm, side. Idisu, newly shining. Idin, straight. Idertu, affliction. Idimu, demon. Idlu, hero. Idpa, fever. Idu, hand, side, to know. Idum, to know. Ifim, bone. Ig, door. Ijiji, God. Ilu, watchers of the gate. Iguru, thought form. Igu, sin. Itagamun, in my soreness or affliction. Itukamun, in my soreness, affliction. Same thing, spelled differently. Okay. Ibn, serpent. Igni, a wood. Ikalu, palace. Ikimu, specter. Ikbu, hill. Ikdu, mighty, courageous. Ikilu, to be dark. Ikaru, husband. Iklitu, darkness. Ikuribu, prayer. Iku, needy. Ikutu, need, want. Ikun, to rob. Ilani, gods. Ilti, spell or charm. Iltu, straw. Ilu, God also. Il and Elat. Ima, when, in, among. Imedu, to stand, establish. Immer, sheep. Imu, day, daylight. Imnu, right, right side. Imtu, breath, poison. In, I, or plur, inan. Ina, in, with, from within, among. Inenu, corn. Insu, week. Inu, I. Inuma, when, or boy. Inuma, when, also inuma. Inu, annual. Oh no, I'm sorry, that ain't annual. It's annul. Like you getting your marriage annulled because you ain't been married long enough to get a divorce. Okay. Inu is annul, to alter and validate it. Ipiru, to support, sustaining. Ipisu, to do, to make, perform a task. Ipru, dust. Iribu, to enter, bring in, flights of locusts. Ira, plague, God, famine. Irtu, breast. Ishaka's, princess, Lagash. Ishat, fire. Ishid, ISHD, foundation. Ishtu, from. Isipintu, priestcraft. Isipu, to add to, increase. And whoever know how to pronounce these words the right way, I'm sorry. If I'm screwing it up, and I know I'm thoroughly screwing up some of them, I'm sorry. I haven't heard anybody say them the right way. I'm just figuring it out on my own. It's trial and error, y'all. Isipu, to add to, increase. Ishtar, goddess of love and war. Ishtu, from. Isu, to have, to be of. Itiku, to remove, tear away. Itilu, mighty, exalted. Itiru, to protect. It pisu, prudent. It's tree, wood. Okay, I'm gonna read a couple more. We're not gonna make it through all of them. I'm just trying to keep it to the hour today. We gotta break this up in a couple days. All right, so if it's Sue prudent, it's tree. When I finish the hold on, when I finish the K's, we'll pause. Okay, we're about to start the K's. Okay, it's Hilu. Hold on. Yeah, it's. I'm gonna go back up. It is to, from, is su, to have, to be of. Itiku, to remove, tear away. Itilu, mighty, exalted. Itiru, to protect. Itipsu, prudent. It's, tree or wood. It's fit, ITTFT, pitch. Iti, with. Itin, appearance. Iutu, IUTU, form. Azalasin, to tear. Izibu, to save, deliver from. Iziru, to trickle. Izizu, to be angry. Izu, mighty, terrible. Ka, a measure. Kabasu, to spread. Kabati, heavy. Kabatim, heavy, honored, important person. Kablu, battle, waste of, middle. Kabaru, grave. Kabrixel, grave. Kapsa, fillet or slay. Kab, two, weighty, important person. Also, kaptum. Kadadu, to bow down. Kaditu, prostitute. Kadrum, wild or fierce. Kain, Kaian, continuously, constantly. Kanu, continual, constant. Kakabu, star, planet, celestial body. Kakadu, head. Kaku, weapon. Kal, totality, entirety, all parts. Kalamu, all of every sort. Kalu, burning. Kalapu, to move. Kamalu, to be angry. Kamanu, cake. Kamarum, to pile up, to heap up. Kamasu, to bow, to humble oneself. Kamsbru, fall. Kana, Kanaku, door or gate. Khan, to guard, guarding. Khan, with a second N, base. Kanpa, remember or conjure. Kanu, to be firm, to stand fast or read. Kapada, to begin. Kapra, atonement. Kapu, to fall. Karabu, to be favorable, to bless. Also, Karabum. Karanu, wine. Karara, to turn. Card, to bend. Kardu, brave, valiant. Also, Karadu. Karanu, horned. Karu, wall, fortress, keep. Kasasu, destroy. Kasapu, to pay rights of offering. Kashaptu, wicked witch. I'm sorry, I'm saying Rashad. Kushad, to reach, to arrive at. Kasitu, bonds. Kaspu, silver, root is kasp, which means silver. Kasag, a liquid offering or libation. Kasu, to bind. Katnu, little. Katrinu, smoke offering. Katu, hand. Kadra, pain. Kuhurats, gold. Oh, I think it's carrots. Hold on. It's kahurats, gold. In parentheses, it has carrots. Kai, seat of life, gate of gods. Kia, earth. Kiyam, thus as follows. Kibitu, word, command. Kibratu, region, zonai, quarter of heaven. Kigal, great below. Kisara, bandage. Kilate, both. Kilali, both. Kilatu, sin, disgrace. Kima, as like that when. Kimmed, flower. Kimtu, family. Kimu, grain. Kinazin, halter. Kingu, husband of Tiamat. Kinnis, truly. Kinu, nest. Kinza, flat. Kinu, shore, certain, true. Kipa, to bend. Kipata, twig, in, corner. Kur or curry, orchard, garden of fruit. Kerbu, in the midst. Kuru, pitch. Kisada, neck. Kishar, father of the earth. Kispu, magic, enchantment, spell. Kisru, might, strength. Kisarn, with. Kisatu, the whole, a host of many. Legions. Kisu, in Kislibi, pain of the heart. Kitu, truth, righteousness. Ku, cord, barley. Kuatir, grain. Ku babar, silver. Kuduru, boundary stone landmark. Kugi, bright form of earth, gold. Kula, snare or nets. Kuliptu, scales. Kultu, canopy. Kulu, voice. And we only got a couple more, y'all. Well, probably like 10 more. Kumal, the ram, field dweller, Aries. Kumaru, armlets. Kumo, yours, thine, thy. Kunuku, seal, cylinder, seal. Kupu, well springs, source. Kur, land, especially mountain. Kurgal, great land, sumer. Kur, samu, a plant. Kurmatu, food. Kuru, in need, distress. And the last one for the K's is kusas, destruction. Okay, So we're gonna pause right here. I thought I was gonna be able to go through a lot faster, but we need to pause right there for today. And we might finish it tomorrow. We'll see. That was like what? How many pages we read? 2, 4, 6. So we got 2, 4, 6. Yeah, we'll finish it tomorrow. We'll do the same amount. So it's gonna take us 2 days to get through this. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. You probably enjoyed what I talked about before we started this, which was seems much more interesting, right? Much more exciting. I know y'all ready to get to it. So I'm not gonna hold y'all. We're not gonna read my big toe because we're at an hour already. And I know I said I'm gonna keep it within an hour, but it seemed like I always got something to share with y'all. We go over the hour mark. But remember, y'all gotta go to work. Go ahead and get out of here. This is recorded. Y'all can always come back to my recorded videos, at least as long as they got my channel still up. But anyway, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the reading for today, and possibly we'll pick my big toe back up tomorrow. Whenever we pause from it, take a break because the things that I have to add in, we always seem to fall like right back in place where we need to be. It's like we never missed a beat. It's like it's right on time. All right, y'all. So it is Tuesday, March the 8th, 2022, day 50 of year 4, reading through the books of the Law and the Prophets, another 4-year consecutive day count. It is day 1068, and we read the first part of Tablet I in the complete Annunaki Bible. All right, so remember the reference is the Holy Megillah, which I've already gave you the link, and I'll still put it in every place. I always post it every day. This right here, and the OAHSPE, which is just as big and it's a little bit thicker, but it goes into some things about the health and the body. Like this is, like I said, it's right on time with the anatomy and physiology and what you learn and how the spirits operate, and even like I mentioned earlier about the meat and consuming it, and how it literally not just weighs the fleshly body down, but it weighs down the spirit. And like you literally, you can't ascend to higher spiritual levels when you're consuming meat, right? So remember, scriptures we have, they've been toyed with, right? But things that we can test on our own, which is how we learn some of this stuff, which seems to go against what has been written. But by actually tasting the pudding and testing, we can tell the shenanigans that have been added, and we can recognize things that have been taken away. Didn't see the Megillah on that page. And we don't have to argue with it. I'm checking Joy. We don't have to argue with anybody about those things. If you want to stick to the script of the book and what it says, a lot of times because it's been messed with. But if you don't know it's been messed with, you're not going to get the full understanding of what it is, which is why you got to test it. Try some of these things out. Say I can eat meat. Okay, well, eat meat. Let's see how far you get spiritually with that, right? Let's see how far you get spiritual. Okay, it's something you missing something, right? Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Okay, so let's subtract the meat. Like literally, run tests with yourself. Your body is your personal test lab that you've been given to test principles, right? Remember, you are a spirit, right? Your tools for this training classroom is your fleshly body, right? You can manipulate it however you want to. You really can, right? It's your project. And the results you get from your project and how you manipulate it and how you use this body you've been given will determine how your spirit develops. And when it's time for a test, we'll see if you've been paying attention or if what the results you got are the correct results, right? And in some places there's neither right nor wrong. It's just the results you get. And do you like those results? How many different outcomes can you get from these ingredients? Let's try, right? It's Earth is School. Yo, listen, that's something I wanted to say. I'm gonna check the link too. When I started reading through this, the Holy Megillah, now this whole Earth School thing, those were like my words, how I expressed this. When I started reading some of this stuff where they talking about your Earth is a school, I'm like, I know I wasn't tripping. I was getting inside information from the spiritual realm, the unseen world, from non-physical matter reality. I'm like, this is like a school. Like Earth, I heard my uncle say it many years ago, right? He said, Pam, the Earth is a lab, right? It is literally a science lab. And I'm like, okay, yeah, and that sounded cool to me. Yeah, Earth is a science lab. I'm getting into nature, plants and stuff. Yeah, we learn how to do some stuff. Earth is really a lab, my G. I just call it a school for the spirits or the school for the guys. Whichever one you like to hear best, use that term. Whatever helps you sleep better at night, right? But it literally is. The Holy Megillah begins to talk about that a little bit and how the earth was created to, in my words, how the earth was created to be a school and the different levels that this school has, right? And the different paths you can take. You can take the path of, you can take the path of light, or you can take the path of darkness. But we have been given free will to choose, because if we were not given free will to choose, we would not be able to experience the full benefits of the blessings we get, or the repercussions that come along with some of the poor choices we choose to make, right? And it also helped me understand a lot of times, okay, well, why don't the unseen realm intervene on some things? Like, why doesn't it stop this, right? And y'all just, oh my gosh, y'all gotta get it. Y'all really have to get it. Some questions that's I'm formulating at this part of my life is helping me to answer those questions. Like, I kind of got an idea based on my experience and what I've been observing and calculating and looking at, and actually coming out of my comfort zone of from my culture and where I was born, and my people and the black race, whatever, and actually delving into different races and different things, and looking at all these things, seeing what we have in common, what we don't have, like all of these things I put on the table, and I'm looking into it unbiasedly, right? Without feelings. Sometimes feelings come out, like, okay, just put them to the side. They could be unfounded at this moment. Let's just look at the bigger picture, because I'm missing pieces of the puzzle. This is a jewel. Like, I ain't telling you gotta go get it, but I'm just giving you some of the I'm explaining to you some of what this strawberry tasted like to me, right? So if you want to get them, let me give you a reference. I bought some strawberries for you. Hold on, let me check it. Okay, Joy said she didn't see it on her page. Hold on, let me go back and look at what I gave you. And make sure I gave y'all the right thing. Okay, yeah, okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to type it in for y'all. I'm gonna have to the order form, because they when I finally talked to them on the phone, they mailed me the order form. Remember I said, because you have to order. Let me look and see. It's their order form up here. I know you can write to them and tell you, they say call us, and it has this number. If you already have their what's that form, use that. Hold on. Okay, y'all. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a picture of the order form. I know I can share that with you, right? Because you'll be getting it directly from them. That way you can see it. I'm not sure how I'm gonna be able to give that to you on YouTube. I'm gonna have to just like type it out so you can copy and see when you write to them. Let me figure out a way to share the order form. It's something I can use, like documents or something. I put a link to the documents with a copy of the order form so you can have it, so you can order it. But you can also call that number. Like I said, I'm not sure how soon you're gonna get through or get a message back. Matter of fact, because when I personally talk to them, he actually comes into the office a couple times a week, and when he comes there, he actually checks his messages. So it may go a few days before they actually get to your message if you leave a message. Hence why it took so long until my uncle reached out, because they have his personal cell phone number. So let me see. Okay, so yeah, up here, and matter of fact, it doesn't even have the address up here. Hold on. I'm gonna have to share it with y'all. Okay. Yeah, so the hardcover edition of the Megillah is $97 plus $16 postage. The paperback edition of the Megillah is $39 plus the $16 postage. I got the hardback. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna share. I'm gonna put the address. I'm gonna have to type it in. So give me a few minutes. I'm gonna go upstairs because they sent me an extra order form, a brand new one, because the one that they actually mailed me, I used and I cut it and mailed it back. So let me get that. Let's see my post. Hold on, my mama might have said something. See my post. See your post, Will, Mom. Did you share it? Hold on. She might be trying to help me out. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me come back. Maybe she said something over here. Click on the study course. Oh, click on the oh, okay. Click on the study course and scroll to the bottom. Let me go back to it. Yes. Okay. Got it. Okay. Hold on. Study course. Okay. The drop down on the website up at the top where you see the three ellipses, the three little short lines that drop down the menu. Go there. It'll drop down and you got home, our teachings, articles, photos, contact us, make a donation, then the study course. She said click on study course and scroll to the bottom. Okay. Oh yeah, there you go. The enrollment. Oh, hold on, wait, hold on. Enrollment form. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, it says enrollment form, but yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, thank you. Oh, okay. So that's where it is. Let me just copy this, and I'm gonna post this over here. So when you click on this, it's already the link to the study course page with the enrollment/order form. There it is, right there. Okay, hold on, Facebook. I gotta click y'all off for a second so I can do the same thing. Hold on. I gotta paste it over here. You know, Apple products, they kind of share stuff. So if I put it up here, I can pull it up here. Hold on. Copy. Okay. All right. So order form. I'll type this for Holy Megillah. Paste. Okay. All right, there you go. Yeah, so right there. So I don't have to try and figure out how to get the order form. It's right there for you already. Mother, thank you so much. You're a lifesaver. Okay. Yep. So what you do, this was the form that he had mailed and I filled it out and I clicked up here on yes and close is my check for the total of $237 full payment for the following course materials. And everything that is right there is what he sends in that box. And if you want to subscribe to their seeing teachers letters and announcement, that's an extra $25. You can check that or not check that, whatever you choose to do, it's there. But make sure right here, here's the thing: you must mark the following space and sign your agreement not to put any portion of the Megillah on the internet or any tech device. And you have to check it and you got to sign and date it, right? And it says, I hereby promise not to make any sort of copy of the Holy Megillah and will not put any portion of it on the internet or any tech device for any reason. I promise not to let anyone read my copy unless they agree to those rules. My following signature indicates my agreement to honor this commitment, right? So that's there. If you don't put that, if you don't sign that, if you don't check that, you will not get a copy. They will not give you a copy of it, right? So be mindful of that, right? So I'm going to ask them, like my uncle said, he said, explain to them what you're doing and ask for permission to read it. If he give me permission, if they give me permission, if the gods will it, please give me permission. They may give me some, I don't know, they may say you can read it, but it might need to be in a private setting, right? And if that's the case, we're gonna figure out how to do that private setting. That we might have to go ahead and start that Zoom call, and we'll do it like via Zoom. Because that's the only thing that I know right offhand where we can get started right away. Like if you say that we're gonna have to pick, it can't be every day, right? Because if I can't do it live with y'all here, if they don't agree to that, and he said you can do it, but you have to do it privately, and you can't like post the recorded Zoom videos and post it, then it's gonna have to be live if you want to hear it. Because if you can't afford it or you live somewhere where you can't get it, you just gonna have to show up. I'll make a commitment, just depending on what they say to me. I'll make the commitment. We'll set up a day and I'll come to y'all. All right. Of course, I'll probably have to have the heavier decision because I'm here reading it. So it's going to have to be a day that works for me. Right. But remember, if they do, it's not going to be recorded. So if you miss it and you don't have a copy and you can't get a copy, you're just going to miss it, unless you get updates from somebody. Right. And so I would, right? I would recommend, yep, you should be over Zoom and record it for your use only. Yeah, right. So I would definitely record it, but keep them private for me, right? That way, because I like to listen to stuff over and over again, right? Especially if I'm on the go and there is no like audio version of this. So I'm going to record it, but I won't make it public. It'll be so I can click in and just keep listening to it over and over, and really study this. Like it's just now I can understand some of the things I heard about the Essenes, right? And you hear like New Testament people talk about these scenes and just different things. I'm like, they seem like a really interesting group of people. But even there are, I don't remember exactly what it was. I came across a couple things with these scenes, but I kind of ran into a dead end at a certain point, and it didn't really, I'm like, okay, they were pretty good. But if I ever come across anything and I did, I was like, okay, now I see what all the hype, so to speak, was about with these things and the original gospel and what they originally lived by, right? And they were peaceful people. They didn't kill the animals and eat them because they understood what doing that would do to not only to your flesh but to your spirit. Oh, snap. I ain't seen this. Look, section 2 of the Holy Megillah, Eternal Covenant, also known as the Nazarene Old Testament. And that's what starts the book of Enoch. Okay. All right, y'all. So with that being said, I hope I gave y'all enough information or enough explanation or with my experience with eating this particular strawberry today, right? So if you want to get it, go ahead and get it. If not, I'll see what they say to me about sharing this and reading it with you, to you, whatever, right? I got to get all the details of that. But I'm going to post also the link of the OAHSPE as well. It's pretty good. I didn't probably got through more of the Megillah than I have of the OAHSPE. But it's just as good. It's just as good, and it has more um illustrations, ancient illustrations and drawings and stuff in here. And it's a lot of stuff in here about astrology that gives a lot of the different details and stuff. Like it's really good, y'all. Like it's a book of cosmology and prophecy in here. I ain't heard about it. I can probably show you some of this stuff right here. This is the in the OAHSPE, right? So with the stuff we're learning about the astrology, I think it's going to be a great help because some stuff still hasn't really like sunk in for real. And I'm trying to figure out because I still need to make some connections because it's still kind of new to me. So, but yeah, all these different things in here. This is a really good um reference manual. Um, yeah, Book of Cosmology and Prophecy, Book of Sapah. You got some things in here. They show you about the Annunaki, some of the things that we've been finding out through like the Lost Book of Enki, a lot of this stuff. Different books there. Let me see. God's Book of Eskra reminds me of the Book of Ezra. Um, it's a lot of different things in here. So if you get a chance, Books of Daughter of Jehovah, Book of Judgment, Book of Inspiration, which would be like Proverbs, Book of Knowledge, Book of Nathan. I probably screwed that up. Yeah. So all this good stuff, y'all. So if you can get it or look into it, all that good stuff. Book of Wars Against Jehovah. I was kind of familiar with that a little bit. We got the Wars of the Lord, some of the different books that are like apocryphal type books or whatever. First Book of God, all these different things. It's really good, y'all. It's gonna take me a while to get through this stuff, but it's really really good information. It helps fill in a lot of missing pieces of the puzzle, so they definitely need to be on the table, right? All right. So with that being said, beautiful people, I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out. And may y'all continue to increase our understanding, and may our understanding develop into wisdom that we can use for our lives to grow and develop and kind of help restore the ancient paths, especially for the generations coming behind us, right? So we should help start kind of clear up some of these things so they can begin to walk in it and live it, right? From the time that they open their eyes and they start school, right? Let's unmuddy the waters here, right? I feel like that's what our generation is to do. We need to unmuddy the waters. So I'm completely excited about it. Life just takes on a whole different meaning nowadays. That's just, I don't know, y'all. Y'all probably think, girl, you do too much. But that's how I feel. I really do. And my life is really interactive, especially now that I know I can interact with the spiritual realm and the unseen realm on purpose. And some things I know how to do, some things I'm still learning how to do. Some things are not scary anymore. There's still some things that I ain't gonna say afraid of, but I'm just like, I don't quite know about that yet. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet, so but it's things that are there that I know I have to look into. It's like, okay, let me finish building myself up over here before I even like take a peek. So all right, y'all, but that's it. Go ahead and get out of here. I love y'all. I'll see y'all back here tomorrow morning, bright and early, 7:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace. And be looking out. I'm about to share the link for the OAHSPE. And I'll share again the link with the order form for the Holy Megillah as well. And something else I said I was going to share. Oh, that might not come to later. The business coach, when I was telling you about my son and his track of learning and stuff. And like he I don't know. He's a whole new type of wisdom in himself at his young age, at age 18. He's really wise for his age. All right, y'all. That being said, I didn't talk long enough. Go ahead and get out here. Go and do what y'all got to do today. Shalom. Shalom. Bye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. See y'all tomorrow.